Hmm. All right. All right. All right. Let's maybe close that here. I'll just play this here. Woo! Let's get some people in here first. Before we start watching. See, yeah. Put the LSD one. The LSD? Which one? Link it if you can. Is there one? LSD? Which one? Just kidding, it was on your recommendation, really? Oh shit. Well, I don't search that stuff. Was it? That's so weird. Top 10 real stories that would terrify you.
Top 10. 4 years after being prescribed legal.
Alright, Let's see. Let's check
By
this
my
out.
doctor. Stuff like Adderall, Vyvanse, Dexedrine. My brain just was not the same. Understandably so. This shit is one molecule away from being crystal meth. That's methamphetamine. When you're taking amphetamine salts, it's no shit that some people are going to experience negative side effects. I got depressed, like really depressed. I lost all zest for life. My memory was that of a goldfish. I felt like I couldn't function without the drugs, let alone barely function on them. I was addicted to masturbation. My family hated me. And I knew that if I continued taking them, I was going to cause even worse irreversible brain damage on top of the already pending brain damage. Suffice to say, I was desperate to find a way to heal my brain. I just wanted to reach the same state that I was at pre-amphetamine use. I mean, is that so much to ask for? Which was when I had the bright idea to heal the damage caused by drugs via taking more drugs. And how is that any different from the actual fucking pharmacies that give you side effects on the drugs, only to prescribe you more drugs for the side effects of those drugs, then more drugs for the side effects of those drugs, and then holy shit, what kind of a loop are we in here? Now, before I get into the details of why I believed a daily dose of psychedelics could heal me, let's first...
He's messing around? What the heck? He just...
discuss just how fucking stupid this sounds. Let me clear one thing up really quick. The dose always makes the poison. We need water to survive, but too much water will kill you. It's the same with practically everything. So I wasn't crazy enough to believe that tripping hard every day was going to heal my shattered mind. Oh no, I just believed that tripping lightly every day was going to heal my mind. Which brings us to enter the microdose. Studies may actually suggest that consuming small amounts of psychedelics every day may not only boost things like creativity, but also promote neurogenesis. Microdosing may potentially heal damage caused by depression or potentially caused by other drugs. Let me read you a snippet of this article real quick. In a study led by Calvin Lai at the University of California in 2018, the researchers showed that when rat neurons were grown in the lab, adding LSD or DMT to them helped them grow with more branching connections. This could mean that psychedelic compounds may restore areas of the human brain that have been damaged by depression, where the neurons are unhealthy and struggle to form connections.
What's up, man?
But we need
buddy?
studies in
Welcome.
humans to
Welcome the
confirm
stream,
that
man.
this is the case.
Welcome to the stream.
Actually, what's more appealing to me than these studies, which admittedly need more research, is the growing online community of people who state microdosing has helped them with a myriad of problems from depression to PTSD. However, not all these people were taking microdosing almost every day, and not all of them were swapping between substances like me, which made mine potentially more, well, definitely had more risks, but we'll get more into that shortly. Because before even considering taking up daily microdosing, I had to first ditch my daily amphetamine habit. This is obviously a huge undertaking which requires a video in and of itself. So yeah, let's just fast forward over our coverage of that battle for now, and let's land our sights on the start of my daily psychedelic adventure.
Oh, it's 18 minutes long. You seen this whole thing?
What were the effects like? Get into a talking voice. Keep it interesting. Be engaging. Explain the effects. Explain what they were like. What were the effects like? Peace out, motherfucker. I don't care. I want to... What were the... I can't say. Still try. Working. Brain. Be exciting. Be happy. Be engaging. Be smart. Be positive. Be uplifting. Be everything that they're not. Relate to them. Be shitty. Be crappy. Be good. Be bad. Be fake. Be genuine. Be real. Be sad. Be scared. Be depressed. Be a good actor. Put on a happy face. Be happy. Honestly, the effects aren't really too intense, and if you are getting intense effects, then it generally means you're taking way too much. It should just be this little subtle, I want to say, boost that you feel. And I also want to say that if you're more sensitive in general, you're going to be privileged to a wider array of effects. For example, I'm a very sensitive person, and I would find myself often taking interest in things that normally I didn't care about. For example, I'd stop in awe at really fascinating looking tree bark. But the biggest effect that I found beneficial, it sounds terrible, but I felt more inclined to put down whatever I was doing and spend time with my kids and my family. Is it on me?
Yes.
How do I look?
Good.
I felt more connected to the things that mattered in my life. And that's huge. It means that we get carried away in our heads and we put higher levels of importance on things that ultimately are going to bring us a lower level of satisfaction, or that on our deathbed we would regret doing, because at the time we might be following some dopamine triggers in our mind and we're just like a rat in a maze chasing that little cocaine release switch, and we're just trying to get high off our own supply. The microdose, kicks in, it comes along and it like goes, no man, you don't need this. What you really need is the love.
So it makes you chase a different drug, I guess.
The real question
It's
is,
love,
why was I
I
dosing
guess.
daily? Why was I swapping between substances more than the title suggests? And was this ultimately
It's
good?
a healthier drug.
Now, the answer to some of these questions lies within which protocol you decide to
Sometimes,
follow.
yeah, love
The
will kill
OG
you.
is Fotamins, who states you should dose no more than once every 3 to 4 days, and you should only pick one substance. It doesn't matter which one, because they all ultimately have the same effects. Sounds kind of crazy. He also states that taking it more than once every few days is going to raise your tolerance, making subsequent doses less effective, and yeah, all of that makes perfect sense. You get tolerance to
Love
skeletons.
isn't a drug? Oh, absolutely. Love is an absolute drug. But the thing is, love releases dopamine, which is the exact same thing. But you can get addicted to different things. That's how come some people stay in an abusive relationship, because they are not that they are addicted to that person in particular, but they feel that release of dopamine whenever that person is good finally and gives them those little moments of happiness. That's what they look forward to. But then there's this humongous amount of shitty moments, and then there's this much of good moments, and people that stay, But actual love is an addiction. Not something that you're just like, oh, I need it. You can't shoot it, right? It's different. It's a different take on the brain, I will say. But I think that all of us, we all need love at the end of the day. As humans overall, we just need love regardless. When you feel unloved, do you feel unfulfilled? You feel unneeded, unwanted, nothing. So you feel so alone, and that leads to depression. And so when you have somebody that kind of like brings this to the table for you, it helps you and it clears your mind, and that person can help you to achieve higher levels of yourself.
So why would you take it every fucking day? Which is where the Stamets protocol sees things a little bit differently. Stamets suggests taking psilocybin for up to 5 days in a row and then proceeding to take a 2-day weekend. He also says to take it with lion's mane mushroom and niacin for better bioavailability, so that it causes more, I think, neurogenesis in the mind. I'm not sure the exact reasoning, because that's where I stopped reading. Now, I had tried Fotamin's cautionary way of going about things in the past. I mean, like years ago, even before trying amphetamines, and it really just didn't do much for me. So I decided to loosely follow Stamets protocol. The real difference being, instead of just taking mushrooms like he suggests, I mean, he is the mushroom hat guy from Joe Rogan, I decided to alternate between compounds, and ultimately I found this to be effective, because when I would say take mushrooms too many days in a row, like say for a week plus in a row, it would lose effectiveness even with those days off. And I found that alternating between compounds, even though there is suggested cross tolerance, it was definitely better than just taking the same one. It would stave off tolerance, and this made the microdosing more effective. The real question is, did it also adhere to making it more dangerous, and did it negate the potential neurogenesis effects that I was primarily doing it for? The short answer is I don't know. I mean, it's not like I've taken a microscope and biopsied my mind. I really don't know. I just know what I feel. To be real, like, do I feel better? And the answer is yeah. Right. I feel a lot better. But in that same light, I don't believe that it was all thanks to the microdosing. I think it was a conjunction of things that the microdosing played a pivotal role in. But had it not been for these other things that I'm going to touch on now, I feel like the microdosing would have, it might have actually been detrimental, or it might have caused a spike in my anxiety or negative effects. I think it was these other practices combined with the microdosing that really pulled its effectiveness out, and that even made it, tolerable in some instances. And that's what I want to talk about now. There are times when you accidentally microdose too much, and if
I like your reactions to the videos, especially the songs. Keep going. Thank you, Suama. Thank you so much, man. I truly appreciate you. I would love to be able to listen to music and stuff like that with you guys here on YouTube. But sadly, YouTube, any content that is like copyright gets taken down like that. They knock down the live right away. So I do listen to music and stuff like that on my Twitch, but not here, sadly, because YouTube does not, YouTube doesn't allow it. But yeah, we just chill and watch. You are more than welcome to ask me to watch maybe a video that is not copyrighted. Like if it's like not air on the radio or maybe a TV, most likely it's not copyrighted. So yeah, you if you wanted me to watch something, just let me know, brother. We'll definitely watch it here together.
If you're cocky like me, this happens quite often. When the microdose kicks in, it kind of lands you in this in-between, I'm not really tripping, but I almost feel like I might be tripping phase. And that's the most uncomfortable space to be in. It was thanks to being able to just sit down and observe the experience without getting too reactive to it. That allowed it to just kind of wash over me and allowed me to kind of ease in and get through the uncomfortable phase. And that was largely thanks to the daily discipline of meditation. Well, without that ability, the microdosing would have verged on being way too uncomfortable a lot of the fucking time. That's just the truth of it. And I think that's the number one reason why when I started microdosing years ago, I didn't like it. I didn't have a daily meditation practice, and I didn't necessarily know how to actively calm my mind down. I mean, most people might just say in their head, calm down, calm down, calm down, but that doesn't fucking do shit. That's like telling someone who's sad to just be happy. You can't just tell yourself the feeling you want to feel. You have to come up with the strategy to elicit those feelings, which involves sometimes, well, usually putting in a little bit of work or coming at a feeling or a situation from a perspective that might be counterintuitive or that you're not used to. And the only way to do that is to get yourself outside of your normal daily thought patterns. And the best way to do that is to step back almost literally and observe all of the thought patterns going on. Meditation can kind of feel like you have this new actual sense, like this new ability to pick and choose what things you want to latch onto, where you want to put your attention. And if you're having a negative microdose experience, you can observe the discomfort. And it's amazing how when you observe and then actively step into it, realize that, hey, I'm feeling this discomfort for a reason. There's probably something here that I need to see, that I need to get an understanding of. And then when you step into it, and I found this was very helpful, was the meditation helped me bring the discomfort and blow it up. And it was once you really direct your attention at those uncomfortable feelings that you give them the permission to be there, which is when they dissipate, sometimes quickly. It's when you're running and trying to push them down and hide from them that they get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like what you resist persists, man. Oh, and what you chase will run, and what you run from will chase you. So the best thing to do is to just take that deep breath and jump head first into the fire, man. Yeah, so that was one of the tools just to get back on track here, was microdosing plus daily meditation. Those are the top two things that helped me get on the journey of healing my mind. But that's just two. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with this massive list because it's going to look so daunting. Like if I start telling you everything that I'm doing, it might scare you away from even starting. It's very important that I make it very clear that I started with one thing at a time. So the first thing really wasn't the microdosing, if I'm being honest. I first started doing daily meditation, and that's when I realized I could start incorporating the microdoses. So I went from the discipline to commit to 10 minutes of meditation a day, and then I moved on to the microdosing, and then I moved from there to realizing that I really am what I eat, like in a literal way. And I got a little obsessive, admittedly, with this. I started first calorie counting, then macro tracking, because I wanted to build muscle and lose fat. It was very important that my vessel was clean. Strong body, strong mind. Strong mind, strong body. They work in conjunction. I feel like you can't...
Yeah, I see what he's going with. But yeah, he's right. I would like to see this later again. But yeah, I think he's definitely has some type of right. I feel like you don't have to necessarily microdose, but you know, if it helped them, it helped them. Like, yo, who the heck am I? Who am I to say, right? But I feel some are capable without it, and some just need the extra help. So it just all depends, right?
Scary stories that are real. Coming in number 10, we have The Woman in the Cupboard. Now this one is really strange, really odd. In 2000, a man in Japan became suspicious when food started disappearing from his apartment. So the man decided to set up cameras all around the place in the hope of catching whoever was doing this. When he got home the next day, he looked at the camera footage and he was very creeped out to see a woman walking around his house. He thought she was a burglar and she'd just come to steal some stuff when he was out, and so he rang the police. But when officers searched the place, they found the 58-year-old woman hiding in the top of a cupboard designed to store bedding and mattresses. This was just enough room for her to lie down, and she had been living in the cupboard the whole time, lying there perfectly still in the dark, just meters away from him, waiting for him to leave so she could use the house as if it were her own. Now I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm going to do a quick check of every single cupboard in my house when I get home, and by quick I mean 10 hours. Next up at number 9 now, we have Armin Miwes. This story is not really for those with a delicate stomach, so look away if that's you. In the early 2000s, Armin visited a little known website called the Cannibal Cafe. He posted a list looking for a well-built 18 to 25-year-old to be slaughtered and then consumed. His words, not mine. Yeah, normally young adults want good jobs, they want to travel, maybe find a partner and be slaughtered and then consumed, apparently. Amazingly, a few people actually replied and then backed out, presumably
Honestly, this video is strange. Very, very strange, brother.
When they realized it was insane. But one man, Bernard Brandes, actually went to Armin's house. They then made a video of Armin cutting off his penis. He then tried to cook it and eat it, but it got burnt apparently, so he fed it to his dog. This happened. As Brandes bled to death in the bathtub, Armin gave him alcohol and 20 sleeping pills and then read a Star Trek book for 3 hours. He then kissed him and then killed him and then froze the flesh for 10 months while he lived off it and ground the bones into flour. Amazingly, he was only caught when he posted online the following year looking for his next meal and victim and bragged about what had happened before. He is now serving life in prison. Moving on to number 8 now, we have the Silent Twins. Jennifer and June, the Gibbons twins from the UK, were known as the Silent Twins because they only ever talked to each other. Their sisterly love, and then there was this. The girls were absolutely obsessed with each other and gradually began to shun the community around them, who were not very welcoming to the girls. Eventually, they developed their own language and started communicating and committing crimes together, such as arson. This led them to be committed to a mental health institution for 14 years. June later said the whole thing went too far, and although we longed to be normal, we couldn't break out. It was too late, we were twins, but our personalities clashed. She wrote in her diary that her sister was a dark shadow, robbing her of sunlight. Now, psychologists deemed them deeply disturbed, and the girls felt so trapped, they said the only way that one of them could lead a normal life was if the other one died and freed them. The day after they were released from the institution, Jennifer died from a rare heart inflammation. June began to speak to others and went on to live a normal life for the first time. She wrote the epitaph on her sister's gravestone that read, "We once were two, we two made one. We no more two, through life be one. Rest in peace." Creepy. Coming at number 7, I'm Watching You. In 2015, a woman called Chelsea Clark from Toronto was watching movies in bed with her boyfriend. The next day, after work, she logged into her Facebook account and saw that she had a message from someone she didn't know. Now, Chelsea thought this was quite strange because her settings didn't allow messages from strangers. The message was titled, "Really Cute Couple." Chelsea opened it to find a guy with his profile picture as the Joker had sent pictures of her and her boyfriend in bed the night before to her. The account was deleted soon after, and police investigations have made no leads at the moment. So
somebody hacked their camera. That's crazy.
Next time you're watching something on your laptop, guys, maybe your tablet or your phone at night, someone could be watching right back at you. Next up at number 6, the Cemetery Clown. In 2015, Julie Graham and her husband were driving past Rose Hill Cemetery at night when they spotted a figure climbing over the cemetery gate. They captured this picture, but it wasn't until they looped back around that they realized it was a clown. They tried to get a bit closer for a better look, and that's when they saw him standing alone in the middle of the gravestones, slowly waving at them. And yes, that is the creepiest looking wave of all time. He didn't seem scared or bothered by them at all, but before the couple could even understand what was going on, the clown slowly turned around and walked into the darkness of the cemetery. Now, when police investigated all of this the next day, they found no signs of vandalism or disturbance in the graveyard, leading many people to wonder what the cemetery clown was doing that night and if he's going to be seen again. Coming at number 5 now, we have the children. In the 90s, respected journalist Brian Bethel shared a story that changed his and many others' opinions on the paranormal. One evening, Brian said he was parked outside of a local movie theater and filling out a check for someone. Then he looked up to see 2 boys standing next to the...
Good seeing you. Welcome to the stream, guys. We're watching scary video, guys. So if you have any like scary videos or anything within that genre, please, just talk to me. Leave it down in the chat, and we'll check it out together. All right, guys. Arbane, what's up, man? How are you, man? Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Car in the darkness, no more than 10 or 12 years old. Now, before they even spoke, Brian said he was gripped with fear. He couldn't explain why, and that it was just incomprehensible and soul-racking. Only one of the boys spoke, and they said they wanted to see a movie, but they had left their money at home and asked if Brian could give them a ride back to get their money. Now, Brian avoided looking at them because of the fear, and instead looked up to see that the last show had already started, and there was no way they'd make it back in time. The boy said it wouldn't take long. He said they were just 2 little kids. He said they didn't have a gun or anything. Now, that last sentence scared Brian the most, and as the feeling of terror consumed him, he realized his hand was already moving to unlock the door. That's when he looked up to see their eyes. They were deep, cold black. Brian quickly made his excuses, but as...
No, sir. Pretty good, big fan. Thank you, Bane. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here, man. I really appreciate it. Also, these clowns have a very strange and frightening matter. Yeah, you know what? I don't do clowns. Really. I really don't do clowns, man.
As he tried to drive away, the kid started banging on the window and said,
"We can't come in unless you tell us it's okay. Let us in."
Okay, at number 4.
This is very true, guys. This is very true. Okay? Listen to me. For some reason, for those of you that know, listen, there is a weird thing about free will, right? There is free will to the spirit world, right? We have free will. Let's just say, right, neither the devil or God himself can touch your spirit, right? There is a free will. But the thing about demons is that you have to invite them in. You literally have to tell them that it's okay. It's okay. Come talk to me. And you have to literally tell them to. That's how come they're like, we can't come in unless you tell me that it's okay to come in. All right. So let me tell you something. Yo, back up, my guys. Back up, bro. Back up. Get away. You know, don't do it. Yo, Jersey, how are you, brother? Welcome to the stream, man. Hey there, we're on a roll tonight. You guys been rolling or what?
We have Robert the Doll. Now, this doll was given to a boy, Eugene Otto, in 1904 by a Jamaican woman who worked with the family, who was supposedly a practicer of black magic and voodoo. She had supposedly cursed the doll because she was unhappy with how the family had treated her, and they soon reported hearing conversations between Eugene and Robert the Doll. At night, his parents would hear Eugene scream, and when they ran into the bedroom, they would find the furniture around Robert had been thrown around. When the family left to go on trips, the neighbors reported seeing Robert move from window to window of the house, and they would sometimes hear the doll let out a terrifying cackle. Over time, the house was sold on to a new family, but the doll remained there. The new owner, a 10-year-old girl, also screamed in the night and claimed that Robert would move, and at one time he even tried to attack her. These days, he sits in the Fort East Martello Museum in Florida and was the inspiration for the horror movie Child's Play. Yeah. Moving on to number 3 now, we have...
Oh no, bro. No. I'm gonna have nightmares. Yeah, no. This guy is cool. I love the scary stuff. I love scary stuff. Guys, I freaking love it because, you know, these are things that are happening and it's happening all over the world. And, bro, trust me, I'll tell you this, guys. One day, maybe I'm gonna do a stream, and then once the stream is a little bit bigger, I stream every Sunday, guys. We're doing streams every Sunday at 8 o'clock at night on our YouTube channel, guys. I have stories to tell. Trust me when I tell you this, I have stories to tell. I had to come and see for myself because you said this dude is so cool and nice. Thank you, Jersey. I appreciate it. So nice, man. Done back. Thank you so much for saying good things about me. Ignore anything possibly supernatural that happens around me. I would just rather not know and hate Chucky. Yeah, I hate Chucky. And especially all of us as a little kid. Come on. Chucky was like our worst nightmare, brother. Kidding me? Tomorrow it will welcome me. That's so nice.
Murder Castle. In 1886, pharmacist H.H. Holmes bought a number of properties in Chicago that left him owning an entire city block. He began renovating them into a hotel. He would hire some workers for one part and others for a different area, so nobody really knew the full extent of the hotel's layout. It was finished just in time for the 1893 World's Fair in Chicago, where people from all over the world descended on the city. But this wasn't a normal hotel. Almost every part of it was some sort of torture chamber. For most of that year, he trapped unsuspecting guests in their rooms to kill them. There were gas chambers and also rooms to suffocate people or starve them to death, as well as a hanging room. I'm not even sure what a hanging room means, but sounds pretty nasty. The whole building was designed to confuse the victims and give them a false sense of hope. There were staircases that led to absolutely nowhere and doors that were totally bricked off. Once they were dead, Holmes disposed of the bodies through a specially designed chute to dump them into the basement and then incinerate them in huge furnaces. He is known as America's first serial killer. Moving on to number...
Jesus! What? No, get me out, boys. We had someone die in my house. Jersey, what? We had someone die in my house, and no joke, we see someone all the time moving. So many people in my house have actually seen shadows in human form moving. It's crazy. Jersey, you should move out, man. That's what I'm saying. Someone deleted my comment. Chucky and Freddy. Everyone here is so generally nice, and I love that he talks to everyone. I try my best. I really do. And without you guys, there's no stream, right? I can't do the stream without you guys. So you guys are, what makes this stream better. So I thank you guys.
Number 2, we have the real Leatherface. This is the story that inspired the movies Psycho, Silence of the Lambs. So, what real life story could produce such horror? It's the story of Ed Gein. This man had a disturbed obsession with his own mother, who had raised him during the earlier 20th century, with strict religious teachings about the sins of lust and desire. Now, after she died in 1945, Ed began to spiral into the life of a serial killer. At first, he would dig up bodies of recently buried females and cut off their body parts to keep as trophies before placing them back in the graves. Then he stepped up and began a killing spree before police finally caught him. When they discovered the dismembered body of a woman in his farmhouse shed, investigators were also horrified by what else they found. A freshly cooked human heart was on the stove, ready to be eaten. He'd made drinking bowls out of their skulls, and the creepiest thing, I think, was what he had done with his victims' skin. He used them to make furniture, face masks, and women's clothes out of women's skin. I know the horror movie classics were inspired by this, but yeah, they can't really touch.
Yo, what? Yo, how is this even possible? Holmes was Jack the Ripper of the U.S. Really? That is nuts, man. That is crazy. Now Ed Gein. I don't understand how people can do these things. I don't get it. I don't get it. People are really extra. Carrie. Imagine Carrie as a detective. He did what? Oh, that's just an extra ass person. He's extra. I ain't gonna even deal with him. Carrie, you haven't solved a case ever. You're too extra for me. I ain't gonna work with you. He inspired Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, bro. Natalia, saludos. That's crazy. It's just nuts.
On how creepy this really was. And finally at number 1, we have the death of Elisa Lam. Elisa was a...
Hey, we're watching, me and my girlfriend, we're watching this on Netflix right now. It's crazy, bro. This hotel is insane.
21-year-old Canadian woman who was visiting LA in 2013. She stayed at the Cecil Hotel in downtown LA and had been calling her parents every single day on her visit. But then on January 31st, the calls suddenly stopped and her worried parents reported her missing to the police. She seemed to have just vanished out of nowhere. Then on February 14th, the police released this video of her behaving very erratically in the hotel elevator. She seemed to exit and then re-enter and then started making some sort of gesture to something in the hallway outside. At one point, she simply crouches as if to hide from whatever is out there. Eventually, guests of the hotel started complaining about the water, saying it was black, foul-tasting, and had low pressure. Now, when staff went to investigate the water tank on the roof of the hotel, they found Elisa Lam's decomposing body. That's why the water was black. Oh god.
People were showering with that water. They were drinking that water. They were brushing their teeth with that water. And there was a decomposed body in that water. Yeah, yo! There's an Ed Gein movie with Ken Hudler playing Ed. Really? I'm going to have to look into this, Don. When I was 5, a local serial killer murdered a hooker at my daycare. Jesus. I found the body and said to my dad, is a dad body when we were in the car still. Talked to the police and got a question. Really? Nah. Are you playing? Are you pulling my hair? You're pulling my leg, aren't you, man? You're lying to me. No way. Been feeling like I've been watched over and that I'm never alone. Jesus Christ, dude. You guys are nuts. Never mind. I don't have stories. You guys got stories. I thought I had stories, but yo, what? What is happening here? This one died in a strange way. Yeah, very strange way. This is crazy. This story inspired a movie too. Really? This movie? Dang, this is crazy. Yeah, we literally had someone kill his girlfriend and cook up and eat her body here. Shake my head like, for real. What does people think? It's not the first time it's happened also. Jesus, no. The memories never go away. Sheesh. Man. You guys are wild. Yo, we'll love to like one day just hear you guys' stories. Because I got some of my own. But you know, I really, really want to hear you guys as well.
The police don't know how she got onto the roof, which was locked and alarmed, or how she got into the tank and then replaced the lid from the inside, or what was going on in that elevator, something really creepy. Some people think that this all points to a murder, others say it was supernatural in nature, that Elisa was actually possessed. Millions of people have now watched the infamous elevator video, and many people say something about it is very, very disturbing. Will it ever be solved? Well guys, those are our 10 stories with that lethal combination of being scary and real, but which one was your favorite? Have I missed any good ones out that you guys know about? Maybe we should put them into a part 2.
Jeez, that's nuts. Erica Stopa, first time tuning into your stream, got into your YouTube channel from you reacting the do. Love your videos, man. Eric, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Thank you. I love the do. The dude is such a genuine person, and I'm all about being genuine and being nice to people. And thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother. I know, right? It's crazy. We have some sick stuff going on where I live, dude. Jesus, insane. The six of the people. I have a couple of short stories about seeing ghosts. But that's for another time. I'm down, Don. Let me know. We'll catch a stream one of these days, and I'll just sit here and read all of you guys' stuff. Where do you live so I can go? Also, I found him from the do as well. Oh, you guys, okay. Everybody's from the do. We love the do here. We really, really love the do here. I came from India where it happened to another state that is just as bad. I see. Dang. Damn.
Coming off at number 10, we have the killer body fumes. In 1994, Gloria Ramirez was rushed to hospital with breathing problems and ended up dying from heart and kidney failure. While they were trying to save her, the ER staff inserted an IV drip into her and drew some blood. They said it smelt like ammonia, and some people reported her skin being covered in a strange oily layer. The nurse then noticed strange particles floating in the blood. Soon, she fainted. Then the doctor left the room, sat down, and also fainted. Next, a respiratory therapist in the room fainted. People started dropping like flies. When they woke up, they couldn't stop shaking and their skin felt like it was on fire. The ones who were closest to Gloria Ramirez ended up being hospitalized for days, but out of the 37 emergency room staff members, 23 of them experienced some of these strange symptoms. Scientists have struggled to put forward a theory as to why Gloria Ramirez's body was just so toxic and how fumes from her blood were just so dangerous. Coming at number 9 now, we...
What the heck? Yo, what is going on here, guys? I think there's a movie and a game that takes a story from this girl's story. You talking about the other girl, the Asian girl from Canada? Yeah. This story is creepy. Some kind of disease? I don't know. How can somebody's blood be that toxic?
Have The Watcher. In 2014, a family in Westfield, New Jersey were forced to flee their brand new $1.3 million home after receiving letters from someone who called themselves The Watcher. Now, The Watcher had told the new family that the home had been in his family for decades and that they were put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming. Now, if that doesn't sound creepy enough, wait till you hear this. The Watcher then asked if the family's children had found what's in the walls yet, and also said, "I am pleased to know your names now and the names of the young blood you have brought to me." Quite rightly, the family left soon after that, and the police never found out who the Watcher really was. No new letters have been sent, and it's thought the Watcher is just waiting to watch the new arrivals. Next up at number 8 now.
Jesus, some people are sick, man. Some people are just sick. Plain simply sick, man. You're right. I just subscribed. He is super cool and sweet. Thanks for telling me his life. Thank you, Jersey. Don, thank you so much for recommending and bringing some people over. And, just watching some videos here with the community. I freaking love it. Eric, I'm from Canada, man, and I heard about the store. The story was all over the news. Oh, the girl. Yes. I mean, they did a whole thing on Netflix about it. The Cecil's Hotel. That's where she stayed. Don't stay there, guys. Don't stay there. It's in LA. All right, don't stay there. I don't think it's open anymore. But whatever. Don't even go near it. Don't stay in downtown. Period. Just don't stay in downtown LA. If you're from outside the United States, don't stay there. United States, don't even. You know what? Don't even come to the United States. I'm kidding. I have a good taste in channels, my boy. I was on the news for a month. Yeah, I was on the news for a month. You were in the news? Talk to me, Eric. What were you like text, or you meant to say that was on the news for a month?
We have Heaven's Gate. In 1974, a group called Heaven's Gate formed in the United States. They believed the Earth was about to be recycled. All life would apparently be wiped out, and the only way for them to be saved was to evacuate the planet and get onto a spacecraft that was traveling behind an approaching comet. How? By committing mass suicide. This UFO would then apparently take their souls to a level of existence above human. On March 26, 1997, their bodies were found at a rented California ranch. 38 members had killed themselves by taking a lethal cocktail. Police found all of them lying neatly in their own bunk beds. Their faces were covered with a square purple cloth. All of them had black sweatpants and joggers on, brand new Nike shoes and armband patches that said Heaven's Gate Away Team. This was not a joke. Tapes that they had recorded before the mass suicide can be found on YouTube right now. Coming in at number 7.
People are nuts, man. People are nuts. Yo, Bane, thank you, dude. Thank you for becoming a member, brother. I truly appreciate that. So kind of you, brother. I really appreciate that. So nice of you, man. Thank you so much, Bane. I really appreciate that. People are crazy. Listen. I don't know. I don't know how life. I don't know what. I don't know what is after that. But you know what? I really just want to. I think we should really. Eric, you nuts, man. You are nuts. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. You're too kind. Are you kidding me? You guys are too kind. Thank you so much for it. I truly appreciate that. I just really enjoy being here with you guys and just getting to know you guys a little bit. I am a legend. No problem, buddy. You are awesome. Thank you, Bane. I appreciate it. Eric, again, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. I think that, I don't know. I don't know what's after life. I don't know. Nobody knows, right? We all have this question, whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God or you believe on anything else. It doesn't matter, right? The true question is that we don't know. But for now, all I know for a fact is that I'm here right now. So I'm going to enjoy the time that I'm here right now with the people that I care and love and whatever, friends, and just care for after one another and just be there for each other. I think that's the best thing you can do right now. And yeah, so be there for each other, guys. That's the best I can really say.
We have Facebook from Beyond the Grave. In 2014, Reddit user Nate SW shared a very chilling story. On the 7th of August 2012, his girlfriend Emily was killed in a car crash. They had been dating for 5 years. 13 months passed with Nate trying to move on from that, and then on September 4th, 2013, he got a Facebook message from her. At first, Nathan presumed it was from Emily's mother, who he had given the Facebook password to. A few more months passed and then the messages continued again, making references to some of their past conversations. Then he started getting notifications from her where she would tag herself in his pictures in empty spaces where she should have been. No matter how many times he changed the password, the messages just kept coming. Eventually, she started to say she was cold, really cold. She was freezing and didn't know what was happening to her. To this day, Nathan still doesn't know if this was some sort of sick joke or a chilling message from beyond the grave. In at number 6.
Wow. Can you guys imagine that? No, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine that, yo. We'll love to tune in for a live where you just chat for a bit just before you start watching the video. Eric would freaking love that, brother. Would really love that. Yes, this is great to hear, to talk to everyone. I really enjoy it. And like I say, I really want to do a day where I'm just gonna sit here and literally just put up this chat right on the screen and just watch you guys talk. And I want to talk about whatever crazy stories you guys have like gone through or whatever. Yo, I want to hear about this because I have a few crazy stories myself and would love to share with you guys as well. See, this is why I like this channel. You keep it real. Thank you, Don. I try my best, brother. I really do. I really do. Kids, you smart. You loyal. DJ Cat. Yo, you smart. You loyal. I know.
Now we have Joseph Methane. Before our story even begins, Joseph had already killed 10 people in a number of different grisly ways. The victims were usually crack cocaine addicts or prostitutes that he would hack to death with an axe under a bridge. One witness, who was just fishing nearby, got beaten to death with a steel pipe simply for just seeing a murder take place. Joseph was still not caught, and so he opened his own burger stand. Like you do. Now, whenever he killed a new prostitute, he would use the meat in his burgers that he would sell to people. When he was eventually caught and arrested, Methane told police, "I would also sell real roast beef and pork sandwiches. They were very good. The human body taste was very similar to pork. If you mix it together, no one can tell the difference." Next up at number
Bro, what is wrong with people? You're kidding me? Bro. Natalia, I wish I was kidding. This is just gross. Good thing I've never gone through anything too crazy. Very blessed. This story is like Motel Hell. Never heard of Motel Hell, but now you got me interested, because I'm not interested into all sorts of crazy stuff, whatever. But yeah. Are you freaking serious?
Number 5 now, we have the cell phone stalker. In 2007, a family in Washington state started getting unwelcome calls on their phones. Throughout the night, the calls threatened to kill their children, the grandparents, and the pets, and creepily, they would also get voicemails of their own private conversations, and even one where they were talking to a police detective about this whole thing. Disturbingly, when the phone calls' origins were traced, they seemed to come from the family's own phones, even when they were switched off. Their phone company said this should not be possible. At one point, even the neighbor got a call. She was apparently slicing limes in her kitchen when the stalker called and said he preferred lemons. No matter how many times they changed their phones, the calls just kept coming. The stalker was never caught, and in the end, the family said if they go a day without a call, that's a good day.
Jesus, man. Some people they're insane, bro. Never eating burgers again. This really sounds like the stuff that's happened in Indiana here. Damn, yo, you guys are nuts. Very strange and interesting story that make you think a lot about this. Insanity. Truly insanity. That's all I gotta say. About a family that would kill people and use the meat for pie. Oh, God. No, sir. Never going to Indiana.
Okay, moving on to the number 4 spot now, we have the girl in the box. In 1977, 20-year-old Colleen Stan was kidnapped while hitchhiking from her home in Oregon. Her captors, Cameron and Janice Hooker, took her to the Californian hills and kept her in a sort of coffin-like box. Colleen would often spend 23 hours in this box at a time, only being allowed out to be beaten, raped, and tortured. This went on for 7 years, from 1977 until 1984. At that point, Janice Hooker, one of the captors, finally went to the police and told them everything. Colleen was rescued, reunited with her family, and underwent a lot of therapy to try and live a normal life again. I'm amazed that anyone could do that after spending 7 years locked in a coffin for sometimes 23 hours a day. Next up at number 3.
That's just freaking insanity, bro. People like that, there's just no mercy. I'm sorry, no mercy. I'm sorry for putting it that way, but no mercy, please. I thought Chicken Run with the Pies was horrifying. This is nuts. Insanity, really. Yeah, it has really made me think about the man who ate his woman. Jesus Christ. Then we had some other stuff like that happen in the area. I don't get why they kill, much less eat them. It's insanity, Jersey. Insanity, bro. Why was a little girl hitchhiking? It's a good question. Where are the parents? Watching Sandman Gubat supporter here. God bless. Angie, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Could be family issues. My mother kicked my sister out of the house in the middle of the night. Jesus, man. This is tough, bro. This is tough because girls can have it rough out there, brother. Glad I don't live with her. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I am really sorry to hear that, my man. Really sorry.
We have the Hinterkaifeck murder. In 1922, an entire family living at the Hinterkaifeck farm in Germany were killed by wounds from a pickaxe. The parents, widowed daughter, her children, and even the housekeeper were all found dead. 4 of them were in the barn and 2 of them were in their beds. Here's the really creepy thing. The murderer apparently continued to live at the farm with the family's dead bodies there for some time afterwards. Police knew this because when they arrived, the animals animals were still being fed, neighbors apparently saw smoke coming from the chimney, and also the dog was tied up outside the barn. It gets even creepier. Before their murders, the family had reported hearing footsteps in the attic, seeing footprints in the snow that led from the woods to the house but not back the other way, and they also saw claw marks on the door of the tool shed where they kept the pickaxe that was used to kill them. The crime was never solved. Coming in at number 2 now.
Jesus Christ, bro. Girls do have it rough. Yes, they do. Well, especially in this time. Yep, exactly.
We have The Waking Dead. This story comes from Honduras, where a girl called Nacy Perez went into a panic attack after hearing gunshots. When she started foaming at the mouth, a priest was called to exorcise her of an evil spirit. Soon though, she was pronounced dead in hospital and buried in her wedding dress at the cemetery. A day after the funeral, her husband was visiting her grave when he heard banging and screaming coming from inside the concrete tomb. A graveyard worker confirmed hearing the exact same thing. The family arrived, smashed open the tomb, and took her to hospital. Her cousin said she put her hand on her body and she was still warm. She had scratches on her forehead and bruises on her fingers. It looked like she had tried desperately to get out of the casket and had hurt herself. She was pronounced dead again at the hospital and buried for a second time. Some people say she didn't actually die the first time and instead might have woken up inside the coffin and died from lack of oxygen. And
Bro, guys, I'm so claustrophobic. I am super claustrophobic. I don't like this. I don't like that. Yeah, it seems like everyone will say a woman is a angry woman is a Karen or a feminist, but what if they are scared of their life or stressed out? Not all are great, but that's true. Not all are bad either. That's true. Exactly, man. That is true. I don't know what would make people do that. That's just nuts.
finally now, at number 1, we have Rodney Alcala. This man is a convicted rapist and serial killer who has been sentenced to death for the murder of 5 women between 1978 and 1979. The scary thing is, it's thought he could have killed as many as 50. Right in the middle of this killing spree, Rodney Alcala was accepted as a contestant on the dating game TV show where men compete for a date with a bachelorette. In the TV footage, it's incredibly disturbing to see this man flirting with women as he had just killed 2 women recently.
I'm called the banana and I look really good.
Not long after, Rodney Alcala would go on to kill 2 more women. Horrifyingly, he actually beat the other contestants. The only sliver of light in this dark story is the fact that the woman that he won the date with eventually refused to go on the date with him because she found him creepy. I hope someone studied her superhuman senses because that woman was on the ball. Well guys, what do you think of all of those? Are you creeped out? Do you want a part 3, perhaps? What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you in your life? Like our number 10 from user Mom Says I'm Pretty.
She dodged a humongous bullet. Oh my lord.
They said that when they were a kid, they were sleeping with their mom one night in her bed when they woke up in the middle of the night to see their cat sitting in the bedroom doorway. He walked towards them and meowed. They turned to face their mother and tried to wake her up. It took a few seconds, but when she finally did, they looked back and there, across the hallway in their own bedroom door, they saw a man walking slowly out of the room. They were on the first floor, so their mother threw them out of the window where they ran to a neighbor and called 911. The house was totally locked when they went to sleep, and police said they think the man had been hiding in the house until nighttime. Alright, coming in at number 9 now.
Ooh, crazy. That girl said he was creepy and left. Got so lucky. Super lucky, Eric. Super lucky. Jersey, wasn't Ted Bundy also on a TV show? Or maybe I am thinking of this guy. I think this guy, and I am confusing Ted Bundy with Tim Bundy was just crazy human being. I can't even call these people human beings. How can you call these people human beings, right? Both wearing a gray sweater and an orange t-shirt. Yeah.
Reddit user SkyShadow42 told a story about how his wife's grandmother was walking back from the library one day where she volunteered at. About halfway along the wooded walk, she noticed someone behind her. Soon, the man was right up close to her. He started matching her pace. She started to panic, but she knew she was almost home. She was just 100 yards away, and she could feel his breath on the back of her neck.
Oh my god. Yo, get me out of here, man. I think Bundy was in a show, was he? Oh, Lord, yo, this is so crazy.
When suddenly, it happens. He puts his hand on her shoulder and says in a sinister voice, "Okay, don't turn around and hand over your purse or I'll cut you." Doesn't sound the same coming from me. She stops, she steps forward, she turns around and shoots him in the neck with a gun that she's always kept in her purse. This was Texas. The man died in a hospital prison 5 years later, and the family was left with a pretty scary story to tell everyone. Next up at number 8.
Well deserved. Well deserved. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well deserved. Get out of here with that, man. What the hell? Police said Ted Bundy was an attractive person and he took girls in with his looks alone, and that's pretty scary. That's what I thought, except I was also watching other shows, so I got confused. I see.
8. Reddit user Lenny AK told the story of being a little kid living in Eastern Europe. One day, when he and his cousin were about 8 or 9 years old, they were walking through the woods. Suddenly, in the bushes, they saw a man just standing there. He had his back towards them and was wearing nothing but underwear, dress shoes, and a watch. They froze and stared at him. He must have heard them because he began to slowly turn around to reveal a terrifyingly creepy smile on his face. He then began to make a beckoning motion with his finger. They both ran away as fast as they could, and they said they've never ran faster since. Moving on to number 7. Reddit user Faux Fox told the story of their family vacation years ago to Missouri. They arrived at the house at 1 AM and were all hungry from their long drive. His father, mother, and younger sisters wanted to see if a nearby McDonald's was open. He was so tired that he said he would stay back at the house. The mother said that one of the sisters would be staying with him too. As he fell asleep watching TV in the living room, he heard the pitter-patter of footsteps along the hallway behind him and assumed it was his sister. He got a call from his mother to ask what he wants to eat, and he could hear both of his sisters in the background. She confirmed that they had both ended up going with them, and then suddenly he heard a giggle come from somewhere behind him.
Yo, what? Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Yo, can we skip that a little bit?
Stood in the corner of the room until everyone got back. At the number 6 spot, Reddit user Grumpy.
Jesus, no sir. My God, my ears blew up. Oh my God, bro. A serial killer? It's a serial killer. Absolutely, Don. Yeah, I could really see that. I actually said the same thing. I thought he was good looking, and literally it's creepy knowing he was a handsome, he lured women, and super messed up. Facts, they are all in the end a serial killer. What the crap scared me, yo. Scared the crap out of me. What the hell? No, I hate those dolls. This is so loud. I don't know. They blew my ears up.
Dietitian told the story of her friend who was a medical student. She got back to her apartment at 1 PM one Sunday and had a lot of work to catch up on. She sat at the kitchen table for about 5 or 6 hours solid, just doing work. Suddenly, she looks up across the hallway to her bedroom to see a man casually walking out of the room. There were no other entrances there. She was sat by the front door. He had been there the whole time that she had. He froze in the doorway to her kitchen. She also froze. They stared at each other. Then, her phone rang, which startled them both. She got up to answer it. He ran out of the door. Apparently, she moved to a new apartment soon after and got a huge dog. Next up at number 5, Reddit user.
That's pretty good. Does anyone ever fear that certain situations like these will be watched by a sicko freak from this top 10 videos and copycat it? Probably. I can't, possibly, who knows? Like, man, like, people are weird like that. I can't really say no, but I'm sure there has been. Dolls creep me out. My grandmother has so many, and I couldn't stop staring at them while trying to sleep. Oh, God, bro. Call 911 to get me out of here, boys. Man. I got my daughter a doll that would turn to me and follow me saying stuff. I took that demon thing back after, and it kept watching me like a Chucky doll thing. Ugh. Woo. Get out, boys. Making sure. Making sure I heard stuff. There's a dude who dressed up as a doll and lived in a person's house for a month and sat in a corner at night and would watch the family and steal their food. He lived there for like half a year before. Geez, that's insane. Before getting caught. Insanity. Hope not. Oh my lord.
Nappy Boy 28 was renting a place in Bath in the UK one spring. While in bed one night, he heard the outside gate open and close quietly, putting him on alert. He heard the footsteps of a person walking on gravel to their front door. The motion sensor light suddenly flickered on. A shadow darted against the wall outside of their room. He ran to the kitchen, grabbed a massive knife and stood by their door waiting to pounce, but there was only silence. Eventually he heard the sound of someone running away and the gate slamming shut behind them. They didn't know if it was a robber, an attacker, or some other sinister figure, but the memory still gives them goosebumps to this day. At number 4 now, one Reddit user told the story of moving to a new area when she was 10 years old and making friends with a 12-year-old girl. One night her friend Rob was hanging out with the girl and her younger brother. They were home alone. The girl's mother had been helping a woman at work whose sister had recently been released from a mental institution. The kids got a knock at the door that night and they thought it was the mom. Unfortunately, it was actually the woman from the mental institution. She had somehow pieced together where the mother and her family lived. Rob managed to get away, but the girl wasn't so lucky. Police arrived at the house to find the girl had been decapitated and left in the bath. Her head had been hidden. The officer described it as a sight that will stick with them for the rest of their lives. That got dark very quickly. Alright, next up at number 3.
Jesus, holy smokes, bro. Dead serious. The doll scared the heck out of everyone and then snapped in the neck at me in the kitchen one day. My whole family was scared. We took that doll back and it's scary. Yeah. Get that doll out of here. I used to watch this kind of videos all the time, but it's so much better with people you can talk about it. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I like watching it, a little, when you're alone, I'd rather not, right? Oh, that's messed up. If he is doing that, you can imagine what we are doing here at my house, seeing people and dolls flipping their necks. I've seen like half of the stories, but love to see what all you get to say about it. Hell no. Having the G-Fam makes this a lot better to watch. Thank you, Bane. Appreciate you. Dolls are the worst, though. Yeah, no. Especially like those old school dolls, the one that will stare at you, and it looked like no matter where in the house you were, it looked like they were looking at you. Oh, hell no.
3. Jackie O-Face told the story of how they were almost snatched as a kid. One day, he was out playing with his 2 younger siblings in summer when a man pulled up alongside them in a truck. He called them over and asked for his name. He asked if they're having a good summer. He says he needs help to find his lost puppy. He says he will show him a photo of the puppy if he comes a little bit closer. Closer. The boy then called out to his brother Dan, who was nearby, saying, "Dan, come help us find a puppy." Suddenly, the man looked terrified and drove away as fast as he could. The family thinks that the man thought he was shouting Dad and not Dan. That one simple name mistake might have been the reason he wasn't abducted. Alright, at number 2 now we have Gerbils Didn't Do That, who said that when they lived in an apartment by themselves, they would always lock the deadbolt and leave the handle lock unlocked. One day, they came home and found that it was switched over. Now she thought it was just her mistake at first, but it kept kept happening every single day. The locks were always the wrong way around. One day it happened, and she thought that was really strange. As usual, she went to the fridge to get something to eat, and inside the fridge she found a 100-year-old book, just like the ones she actually collected as a hobby. But this one wasn't hers. She called her landlady to find out what was going on. The landlady said she didn't touch the locks or put the book in the fridge, but was very freaked out because the last person to live there was a very creepy guy with mental health issues and drug problems. She got the locks changed forever later that day. And finally, now at number 1, we have user CDC, who told the story of always having a very irrational fear as a child that if they returned home at night, they had to walk straight into the house without looking back, because if they did, someone would be following them. One night they went to go and grab their school bag from the car, and on their way back, with their anxiety levels reaching their absolute peak, they thought, this is stupid, what am I doing? So they looked back. He saw what appeared to be someone crouching down beside his mum's car, peeking their head around the side. A woman in her mid to late 30s. She was just staring at them, wide-eyed, with a big smile on her face. They made eye contact, and then he ran inside. Another Reddit user said she was smiling because finally, after years of watching him, he had finally caught her. Creepy. That is the only word I have for that one. Alright, you little creeps, do you want a part 4 of this? I kinda do. I found a couple of other stories that might actually be a little bit too dark for this video, so I'm gonna see how you guys like this one, and then maybe we'll get even darker in the next part. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on all our future videos. I'm Danny Burke, and I'll see you all in the next one.
That is nuts. Nuts. I'm actually going to subscribe to this guy. This guy has pretty good stuff. Most amazing top 10, guys, if you guys want to check him out. Most amazing top 10. Yeah. Let's see. That's a little crazy. Nuke Top 5. He uploaded again. Let's check him out, boys. Let's check out. If you guys don't know about Nuke Top 5, he is freaking awesome. Nuke Top 5. I love Nuke Top 5. He just hit 3 million subs. So, yeah. Nuke Top 5 is freaking awesome. Let's give it a thumbs up there. Because it helps, boys. It helps. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. You guys ready? Hey, get your little, if you got your snacks or whatever, go get your snacks. Let's get ready for this one.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The passenger. This next chilling CCTV video was allegedly shared to the public by an anonymous taxi driver in Japan. He says that a little after 1 a.m. he saw a woman on the street raise her hand to hail his taxi. He pulls over and stops. But what happens next is truly bizarre. The taxi driver remotely opens the door in the back with a switch, expecting the woman to step inside the vehicle. But when he looks again, there's no one there. So the confused driver simply closes the door and drives away. But just a few minutes later, he drives through a tunnel on the road. Without him knowing, his drive recorder captures something absolutely terrifying.
That's crazy. Do I have regular live streams? Yes, I stream on Twitch about 4 days a week. I stream on Twitch. And there I mostly play like FPS games, and I also watch videos and stuff like that. But there you can watch anything, like literally on Twitch you can watch anything, copyright or not. Here we watch non-copyright. But yeah, my Twitch is down below, as right there in the description. You guys can follow me there if you guys like to. Thank you, Casey. There we go. Yeah, that's the Twitch link. Any particular days? Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Wednesdays for sure. Thursdays sometimes. Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays sometimes. Fridays for sure as well. And Saturdays sometimes. Sundays is here. I do Sundays only on YouTube. Sometimes I do about 2 hours on YouTube or so. Yeah. But they, yeah, like I say, on Twitch, we can do literally anything. Copyrighted or not copyrighted, it doesn't matter there. We won't get taken down. Here on YouTube, we do get taken down if it's copyrighted. Yep. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yo, she's in the car. Nah, shut up. She's in the car, guys. When he opened the door. Nah. Okay, I'll probably catch her Friday and Saturday, Sunday. Sorry. I do security at night during Tuesdays to Friday. All right, sounds good, Bane. Sounds good. Oh, Bane. You security at night, bro? Oh, Lord. that's like everyone's worst nightmare while in the car. No, 100%. Imagine you look through the little mirror thing and you see somebody just... You know what I mean? Oh, my God. I keep getting deleted. Wait, what's getting deleted, Jersey? What is getting deleted?
The extremely disturbing figure of a woman can be seen appearing in the backseat of his car. Not once, but twice. She appears distorted with a swollen face, one creepy eye open and one closed.
Whoa.
The taxi driver claims that he had no idea what was happening so close behind him. He says that he felt a disturbing chill at the time, but he didn't see or hear anything unusual. The driver believes this to be the manifestation of a spirit of the victim of a traffic accident on this road, forever lost on the streets of Japan, trying to get a ride back home.
I do remember clowns running around and terrorizing people, and that clown suit were banned for Halloween.
Something under the bed. Parents Josh and Sarah from Nashville, Tennessee had never posted anything related to the paranormal on either one of their TikTok pages. That is until one night when Sarah and Josh discover something very strange on their bedroom security.
Clown suits and masks got banned here? Really? Clown suits get banned and on YouTube? Really? On live? Where he lives. Oh, I see. I said on here, does any remember when the clown was on the loose or on our Halloween got banned? Really? I remember when there was like a bunch of clowns just running around doing like a bunch of people just dressed as clowns. That got deleted. Then I said we had a church bless the house, but that got deleted, just so you know. Really? What? I don't think any of my mods deleted it, right? No, I don't think any of my mods deleted that. That is so weird. Is YouTube doing that? Because of the word clown? The heck? That makes no freaking sense, Jersey.
Security camera. Sarah is fast asleep in bed with her daughter Emma when this happens.
Yo, YouTube be tripping. YouTube sometimes delete stuff for no reason. Yeah, I seen people send me comments and I don't ever see them, and it's YouTube just deletes them, sadly. So other people said clown but didn't get deleted. Then I don't get it. I don't get why yours would get deleted. That is so strange. Jersey, is there girls deleting stuff? What's going on? What's going on here? It was a big issue at one point. Really? That's so weird. So weird. Oh, I see it. It's right across. Oh my God, that scared the crap out of me. That is a baby. Oh, Jesus. Yo, this baby looks weird, man.
Little Emma is sleeping peacefully with her doll when it inexplicably moves on its own. But creepiest of all, the child's shirt appears to be getting tugged by something that's just not there. Dad Josh believes the strange event to be something paranormal, but his wife Sarah is still skeptical. But it gets even creepier. Because late one night, Josh is at work and Sarah is fast asleep. Just around midnight, the baby monitor in Emma's bedroom records something terrifying.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No. Oh, bro, she's being dragged. She's getting dragged in.
The TV in the room is on and little Emma is awake and seems to be curious about something.
Yo, question though. Question. Why will you close the door? Always leave the kids, bro, leave it open. What?
Underneath her bed. When she goes to investigate, the little girl appears to be getting pulled underneath the bed. Emma starts to cry and yells out for her mother, who soon wakes up and comes to her rescue. But just what happened to little Emma is unclear. Josh explains that he has no idea what happened to his daughter. He shows an
I got a couple comments deleted in a live the other days, and I wasn't saying anything about anything. It said it was deleted the YouTube moderators or Google moderators. Probably, I can't remember now, but it wasn't a channel mod. That is so odd, man. Google moderator? What does that even mean? YouTube, yo, get out of here. If you're a moderator for like a corporation or something, get out of here.
A video that the space under Emma's bed is too small for anyone to have been hiding under there. So what do you think happened to little Emma? Could it
well, I have kids and my daughter doesn't like her door open. It scares her if I open it. Really? Okay, if you don't... Gosh, this is like a weird subject and it's sensitive, but all right, you don't have to answer this, Natalia. You really don't, okay? But would you say your kids is like under 10 years old? You don't have to tell me would you say they're under 10 years old or above 10 years old? If you don't want to answer that, it's okay as well, by the way. Because the thing is, I feel that if they're a certain age, I get it. They're 8. Okay. They're 8 years old. You see, well, she's 8. 8, I think, it's not that she's, but I think she's slightly a little older. This young lady right here, she has to be like 3 years old, probably. Probably about 3 years old. The one in the video, she's probably like 3, 4 years old. It's too young. I think it's too young. So I think you might want to keep a little bit closer look. I don't know, maybe. Could be an issue with a certain word or even certain phrases. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, certain words and phrases. I hate it. Like, it's so stupid. That would relate to a bad topic. They've been trying to prevent an ad-apocalypse again. Ad-apocalypse. I wouldn't sleep with the door closed. The pitch black terrified me. Really? It's funny. I don't like sleeping with the door open. And the reason why, I don't know. I always have this crazy idea. Like, let's say a burglar comes in. I close this door and I lock it, right? If a burglar comes in, he's gonna, if he wants to get into that room, he will have to, break that door open. You know what I mean? And what she will find just crazy guy going, you know what I mean? And then hopefully that scares them away. Yeah, I think she's too small to be by herself. Yeah, this one, yeah, she's too.
Could it be that some dark presence has attached itself to the toddler? Or just what is going on here?
My fears are way.
Let me know what you think. The Haunting in
What are they,
Holland,
Carrie?
Part 2. So, a month ago I featured a spooky video from an anonymous Dutch YouTuber named Sabia L.
Ik hoor allemaal in mijn huis. Ik weet niet waar het vandaan komt. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yo! Yo! Shut up. Shut up. No way. Shut up.
Is er aan de hand?
No. No, we're out. We're out. There's just there's no around this. We're out. Whoa. Whoa! Oh! Bro, I almost bro!
At the time, the video was a bit of a mystery, as all the information I had was her YouTube username, Sabia L, and that she was living in Holland. But since then, I've actually been able to contact Sabia and ask her about her videos. Sabia shared with me that she lives in a small apartment in Holland in a house that was built in 1923.
Jesus, no sir, we're out. No. Oh my god. All right, let me catch up with what we got here. I don't sleep really at all anymore because of what happens, especially at night here. Nope, wide awake. Jersey, what's going on, my boy? What's happening? What's happening, my boy? Talk to me. If you're exposed and people that sleep with their limbs hanging off and off the bed are psychopaths. Carrie, get out of the house, Natalia says. We're out, boys. That video freaked me out so much. I tried to pause the video, but accidentally paused the stream. That video is freaky. Yo, get me out of here, bro. Bang, get out. I usually wake up with a leg or an arm hanging off the side. Well, according to Carrie's Huffman, you're a psychopath, apparently. I usually wake up. Okay, that this feels like home. Wish I could run. Oh my god. Back, I do the same. It's just happened, bro. Jersey, all of these things happen to your house, or what's going on, bro? Oh my god.
She says she
send it to Nuke Top 5. We can react here to it.
doesn't really know the history of the house, but that ever since she moved in last year, she noticed a presence in the home. Cabinet doors open and close on their own. Things move, and on multiple occasions she has seen a dark shadow out of the corner of her eye. Sabia says that she was a skeptic before she moved in, but after experiencing the repeated paranormal activity, she became a believer. Now, after I featured Sabia L's video last time, she received many encouraging comments from Nuke's Top 5 viewers, and so she decided to start filming more of the strange activity in her home. One night, she captures something downright creepy.
Daar gaan we weer. Die deur.
Bro, it sucks because it's actually like a pretty cool, small apartment, you know?
Lampen stil. Dat is dat vieze, creepy ass keukentje. Dat bedoel ik dus. Dat is dat licht. Fuck, ik kom niet zo.
Bro, if something peeks out of the corner, I'm jabbing you. That's all I'm saying. Oh my god.
Dit gaan we nou weer. Zie, er is hier dus. Dit is dus het lichtknopje. Het is helemaal niet. Deze deur is gewoon dicht.
Ja.
Er is hier gewoon echt helemaal niemand.
Bro, oh my god.
Zie je zo'n ding? Kijk. Dat bedoel ik dus. Dat bedoel ik dus. Oh my god. Er is hier echt helemaal niemand.
A heavy sliding door that's fairly difficult to
Jesus. Yo, I'm like ready to, you know what I mean? Ready to fight or something. I don't know. All right, what we got? You do it while you're awake. Yeah, but I'm on meds. Damn. We had a family that was being so tortured in their home. They thought it was abuse, but then they caught demon stuff on the video camera, etc., and bulldozed the house down. Bulldozed the house down. I think you meant burn down the house down, right? Check out a bulldozed. Okay, anyways, out Indiana family house. Okay, I'll check that out. Jesus, why can't you leave if you want to though? That's No, the room I lived in as a kid was haunted by the spirit of the original child who had that room. She had died from pneumonia and had constant respiratory issues in that room. Oh my lord, Don, you're insane. I don't have the money to move, takes money, and don't have that much. I feel you, Jersey. Feel you. This video is probably one of those scariest I've seen in no right?
move actually slides sideways completely on its own. Sabia is freaked out but tries to stay calm. The light in the kitchen then shuts on and off and a cabinet door opens and closes. Sabia can't find any explanation for the strange activity. Another night, and she records again as the presence seems to be getting more and more aggressive.
Dat ding beweegt. Kijk, zie.
No. Shut up.
Poes gaat er ook al vandoor. Oh. Is dit allemaal? Ik vind het helemaal niet leuk.
Bro, this spirit is actually strong. This spirit is actually quite strong. And able for a spirit to do this type of thing and move this type of objects, they have to, it requires so much energy for them. And that's crazy. That's all nuts. I can't even imagine. She's by herself too. That's just crazy, bro. Grab the cat and go. It doesn't even matter where you go at this point, right?
Oh my god. Ik ben dus helemaal alleen. Oh, dat ding. Oh. Oké, ik ga hier weg. Oh, er gebeurt me allemaal te veel in mijn huis.
And then, only 2 days later, Sabia captures something else.
Are you out of your
Something
mind?
absolutely horrifying.
Oh my god. Imagine you're trying to sleep and all you see is the lamp just going doot, 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 doot. No. Nah, bro.
Licht elke keer. Oh.
Oh, come on. No way. This is not real. This is not real. That's a lie. This is a lie. Look at here, right here. Look right here. No way.
Dat was een stem. Dat was een stem. Oh, Jezus.
Nah. Every has a great morning, afternoon, and night. The G-Fan is the best, fam, and I'll see you later. Peace. Thank you, Bane. Thank you so much for being around, brother. I truly appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, Bane.
Wat is dat? Oh, what the f***, joh.
Sabia watches from her bedroom as all of her lights flicker on and off. She suddenly hears the voice of what sounds like a young girl, but the voice is so low and muffled that it's barely comprehensible in Dutch. But that's not even the creepiest part of the video. Because, did you see it?
Yes,
Watch one more time.
Licht elke keer. Oh.
Yeah, I saw it. Okay. Yeah, we saw it right here.
A horrifying dark figure can be seen standing in Sabia's living room, seemingly watching her from behind the sliding door before it disappears into thin air. So is Sabia's home haunted by a dark presence?
Thank you, Bane.
Let me know what you think.
Take care, brother.
You can watch all of Sabia
Take care.
L's paranormal encounters over on her YouTube channel, Sabia L. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Highway 5.
That's nuts. That is freaking nuts. Jesus.
Ghost Girl. This next video, posted to Reddit by user Lil Goth
I don't
Doll,
know if
was
you're
recorded from a
doing other stuff tonight, but sometime you should definitely check out Chris Porter's stand-up, the Stupid People clips. Chris Porter's stand-up. Okay. Is this like funny stuff, Carrie?
monitor, then screen capped on a phone before it finally made its way to the internet. So it's a bit potato quality. Nevertheless, the video is chilling. It was pulled from the dashcam feed of 2 truck drivers after a very frightening incident. So, one night 2 truckers are driving on Highway 5 in Lynn, Alabama, when they get the scare of a lifetime. The panic-stricken truck drivers pull over and call 911. But when they check the highway and the surrounding area along with arriving police, they don't find anything. There's just no one there. After the truck drivers request a viewing of the footage recorded that night on Highway 5, they are shocked. Just like they thought, there is in fact a girl in a long dress walking across the road, seemingly getting hit by their truck. They later find out that there's a well-known ghost story associated with this road, Highway 5 in Lynn, Alabama. The story goes that 10 years ago on a rainy night, a teenage girl on her way home from her high school prom lost her life on the road after being hit by an 18-wheeler truck. Over the years, many truck drivers claim that they have witnessed a girl wearing a prom dress on Highway 5. So could it be that these truck drivers captured the prom?
Sorry, man. The girlfriend caused stress and stuff. How's everyone doing? We're good, Eric. Don't worry about it, man. Take care of what you gotta take care. We'll be here for sure. Another at least 30 more minutes for sure. We need to get cameras and put them around the house here. Can you imagine what we would catch in this house, Don? Wait, are you and Don related? Are you guys live together or something? You need to contact the Dead Files. Jesus. The travel around the country investigating hunting. Jeez. Guys are nuts.
Dress ghost of Highway 5? Their reactions certainly look convincing.
Yeah.
But as always, you decide. the Ghost Files. Popular German paranormal investigators Die Geisterakten, which translates to the Ghost Files, travel to an allegedly haunted estate in Bad Ems, Germany. The sprawling structure was constructed in the 1920s and served as a critical care center run by the Protestant Church. The makeshift medical center was staffed by nuns and female church officials who devoted their lives to caring for the sick and the elderly. Many of the patients at the care center suffered from devastating and highly contagious diseases. So it's not surprising that over its 70-year history, many people lost their lives inside these walls, including men, women, children, and even the devoted nuns who often caught infectious diseases from the very patients that they were treating.
Jesus.
The staff of the care center slowly dwindled until there was just no one left to care for patients. The care center was eventually left abandoned in 1993.
That's nuts.
Cut to current day. The abandoned historic building is said to be haunted by the spirits of its deceased patients. There are countless reports from visitors who claim to have seen dark apparitions and witnessed unexplained supernatural activity inside the old abandoned care home. The Die Geisterakten investigators split up into 3 teams to explore different sections of the massive building. When team members Daniel and Viola explore the basement, they begin to experience something truly bizarre.
Einfach durch so eine Tür gehen.
Hast du das gehört?
Was war?
Yeah, I heard that.
Was war?
Da war, das klang gerade wie eine Stimme.
Eine Stimme.
Yeah.
Einfach durch so eine Tür gehen.
Yeah.
Hast du das gehört?
I want to say something. Dawn and I know each other off and live. I am the mod of We Became BFF and talk daily on the phone. That's awesome, dude. Freaking awesome, brother. We look out for each other. How's yeah done? That's what I'm talking about, baby. Good community. Good community.
Hallo? Ist jemand bei uns? Wir waren gerade schon wieder 4. Hallo?
Damn.
Jetzt von hier?
Wollen wir mal gucken gehen?
Should we go
Auf
look?
jeden Fall.
Should we go look?
Hast du das gehört? Halt
Was
mal.
denn?
Warte.
Was war?
Es hat übelst geknallt. Hallo?
Daniel and Viola hear the unexplained voice of a child and soon after hear loud footsteps coming from all directions. The 2 investigators call out to whoever could be making the creepy sounds, but no answer.
Dang.
And Daniel and Viola aren't the only ones hearing strange things. Team members Julia and Katja are exploring another area of the building that used to be the children's ward, and they too start to hear something.
Yeah.
Ich tue mich mit der Ecke hier schwer.
Okay.
Ja, da kommt so viel Störertöne aus der Ecke. Das hört sich an, als ob ein Kind schreit.
Hast du es gehört?
Ja.
Ich hab's auch gehört.
I wonder if anyone ever said hello back, right? Hello? Hello.
Da wieder. Der war ja mal ein Baby in der Kinderstation.
Julia and Katja also hear the creepy voice of a child coming from somewhere inside the building. Later into the investigation, Daniel and Viola start hearing unexplained footsteps on a stairway and begin to feel like someone is watching them. They set up a thermal imaging camera and connect to a large screen so that they can watch in real time. They sit down on the stairs and start to ask questions directed to any spirits still lingering in the abandoned care home. The 2 witness and capture something absolutely chilling.
Du bist noch auf der Treppe, ne?
Magst du mal die Treppe runterkommen? Komm doch mal zu uns. Setz dich doch mal zwischen uns.
Gerade wird's eiskalt.
Umso länger wir miteinander reden, umso mehr werdet ihr, ne? Gibt's irgendeinen Kommunikationsmechanismus, in dem ihr euch, wenn ihr mit uns redet, wenn ihr mit Menschen allgemein redet, der dann die anderen Energien anzieht?
Hinter uns und an deiner rechten Schulter.
Das ist rundrum gerade.
Ja, aber das sieht gerade, also bei dir rechts ist definitiv, irgendwie sieht das aus, als würde sich da irgendwas manifestieren. Also wir können dich sehen über unsere Technik, können wir dich so ein bisschen sichtbar machen. Magst du mal meine rechte Hand berühren?
The investigators watch as thermal shapes and distortions seem to appear all around them. One figure seems to rise up right between them, and another shape even seems to touch Daniel's hand. Meanwhile, Julie and Katja, who are exploring a different section of the large building, are also beginning to feel like they are not alone.
Okay, da war ein kleiner. Wer ist das?
We're out, boys.
Hallo? Daniel? Wer ist da?
So yeah, they're brave because I'm not inviting mine for.
Hallo?
It's nuts.
Wer ist da?
Dang.
Was war das bitte? Was war das bitte? Das war mehr als gruselig. Jetzt müssen wir die anderen aber informieren. Oh Gott.
Leute, wir sind nicht mehr alleine.
Hallo, wer ist da?
I was about to say would be out of there, but I would never have
Oh
been
mein Gott,
there.
mein Herz rast. Hallo?
Me either. Me either. Dang.
Geht da bitte ab.
Yo, this ghost be
Oh
having
mein
some
Gott.
heavy footsteps. I
Julie
would
and
not
Katja
have
hear
5
disturbing
minutes. No,
sounds and
we're out.
movement coming
We're
from
out.
somewhere near them. Because the sounds are so loud, they think there might actually be another person in there with them. They decide to just get out of there. Using their walkie-talkies, they call the rest of the team back to their meeting point. But whatever is in the building seems to follow them. What happens next shocks them all.
Hier an der Treppe haben wir unten das Licht gesehen und die Stimme.
Hallo?
I think real people would be, yeah, same, Carrie. Same, to be honest. I sure you don't get why people invite or talk to them. Like, I want to move,
Stefan?
I don't want to.
Ja. Hinter uns.
I'm just saying. You're nuts, Izzy.
Das klang gerade wie Stöckelschuhe. Habt ihr das gehört?
Ja.
Was wie vorhin auf der Treppe.
Stöckelschuhe. Stöckelschuhe. Ganz eindeutig. Hallo?
Stefan is downstairs when the rest of the team hears the sound of high heels coming down a hallway. When they look down the hall, one of their cameras captures the dark silhouette of what seems to be a woman walking from right to left before suddenly vanishing into thin air. So did the Geisterakten capture the spirits of deceased patients that are said to haunt the abandoned building? And if not, just what did they capture? You can watch this full 2-hour episode and many more creepy investigations over on the YouTube channel, Die Geisterakten. Thanks for watching. Please follow me on Instagram here and on Twitter there. And hopefully I'll see you next week.
All right. All right, guys. I think we're going to call it here. It was fun. Well, I'm not sleeping tonight. I'm sorry. But I hope you guys had fun like I did. I had a lot of fun streaming tonight. Thank you so much to all of you that came by tonight. Eric and Bane, thank you so much for becoming members of my YouTube channel. I truly appreciate you guys. And I really appreciate all of you guys coming to my stream here on the channel. Guys, I do stream every Sunday. Remember, I stream every Sunday at 8 o'clock Pacific time. So every Sunday, come on by and we watch videos together and we'll share some stories and whatnot and have fun, all right? Other than that, if you do want to catch me live on Twitch, you can catch me live on Twitch. I do stream about 4 days a week there, and I upload every day here on YouTube. Other than that, guys, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the love. And yeah, I will see you guys for sure next week. If I don't see you on Twitch, I'll see you next week for sure. And yeah, we'll catch you there. No problem, dude. Can't wait for the next stream. Always watch the videos. Thank you, Eric. I truly appreciate you. We got some Marcus Veltri. I don't know if you like Marcus Veltri, Eric, but we got some Marcus Veltri coming up tomorrow. Thanks for having us. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you, Casey. Natalia, night. Have a wonderful night, Natalia. Bye, everyone. Bye. Take care, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, blessed night. And I can see you guys next Sunday. If I don't see you on Twitch, I'll see you next Sunday for sure. All right. Take care, guys. Have a beautiful night. Thank you so much, everyone.